Topic: the natural world.
Aquatic, aquatic, adjective, living in the water. Array, array, noun, a large number, a collection. Defense, defense, noun, protection. Deforestation, deforestation, noun, the removal of all trees from a large area. Environment, environment, noun, the natural world. Erosion, erosion, noun, loss of soil from action of water or wind. Extend, extend, verb, to reach past, get bigger. Fell, fell, verb, to cut down. Habitat, habitat, noun, the natural area where a plant or animal lives. Impact, impact, noun, a strong effect. Inhibit, inhibit, verb, to prevent, slow down. Intercept, intercept, verb, to catch. Logging, logging, noun, for cutting down of trees for commercial purposes. Myriad, myriad, adjective, many, numerous. Nutrient, nutrient, noun, food. Pollution, pollution, noun, damage to air, water, etc. Stabilize, stabilize, verb, to keep from changing, maintain. Terrestrial, terrestrial, adjective, living on the land. Vanish, vanish, verb, to disappear. Vegetation, vegetation, noun, plants. Aspect, aspect, noun, a part or feature. Breed, breed, verb, to reproduce. Diurnal, diurnal, adjective, active during the day. Endure, endure, verb, to live under difficult conditions. Evolve, evolve, verb, to develop gradually. Fascinate, fascinate, verb, to interest greatly. Feat, feat, noun, a difficult act or achievement. Fuel, fuel, verb, to provide energy. Hemisphere, hemisphere, noun, one half of the earth, also one half of a sphere. Imperative, imperative, noun, a priority, an urgent need. Inhabit, inhabit, verb, to live in. Migration, migration, noun, movement from one place to another. Navigation, navigation, noun, finding the way from one place to another. Nocturnal, nocturnal, adjective, active at night. Observer, observer, noun, a person who watches something. Obscure, obscure, verb, to make difficult to see. Optimal, optimal, adjective, best, most favorable. Species, Species. Noun. Type. A basic group in biological classification. Stray. Stray. Verb. To leave the correct route. Become separated from the group. Windswept. Windswept. Adjective. Unprotected from the wind. Accumulate. Accumulate. Verb. To gradually increase over time. Adapt. Adapt. Verb. To change to fit a situation or environment. Determine. Determine. Verb. To decide. Dilute. Dilute. Verb. To make weaker by mixing with water. Diverse. Diverse. Adjective. Varied. Of many kinds. Evaporation. Evaporation. Noun. The change from liquid to gas. Loss of water to the air. Extreme. Extreme. Adjective. Very severe or difficult. Fringe. Fringe. Noun. The edge of something. Mechanism. Mechanism. Noun. A big or sudden change. Minimize. Minimize. Verb. To reduce to the least possible amount. Moisture. Moisture. Noun. Wetness or water. Occupy. Occupy. Verb. To be in a place. Exist in. Prolific. Prolific. Adjective. Producing a lot of something. Resilient. Resilient. Adjective. Tough. Able to endure difficult conditions. Sparse. Sparse. Adjective. Small in numbers or amount. Stressor. Stressor. Noun. Something that causes great difficulties. Swing. Swing. Behavior to deal with difficult situations. Thrive. Thrive. Verb. To grow well. Transitional. Transitional. Adjective. Relating to change from one type to another. Violent. Violent. Strong, sudden, and destructive.
Topic: leisure time.
Anticipate. Anticipate. Verb. To expect. Be ready for something to happen. Athlete. Athlete. Noun. A person who plays sports. Blur. Blur. Noun. Something not seen clearly. Boundary. Boundary. Noun. An edge. Border. Complicate. Complicate. Verb. To cause to be more difficult. Coordinate. Coordinate. Verb. To organize. Make work together. Demonstrate. Demonstrate. Verb. To show. Model. Detect. Detect. Verb. To notice. Become aware of something. Distracting. Distracting. Adjective. Taking attention away from something. Focus. Focus. Verb. To center attention on one object. Concentrate. Indiscernibly. Indiscernibly. Adverb. in a way that is impossible to see or notice. Indistinct, indistinct. Adjective, unclear. Maneuver, maneuver. Noun, a movement. Performance, performance. Noun, how well a person or machine does something. Peripheral, peripheral. Adjective, at the edge. Range, range. Noun, area. Scan, scan. Verb, to look over. Tolerate, tolerate. Verb, to accept, allow. Unconsciously, unconsciously. Adverb, without thinking, automatically. Vision, vision. Noun, the ability to see, sight. Ancient, ancient. Adjective, very old, of the distant past. Band, band. Noun, a small group. Century, century. Noun, a period of 100 years. Develop, develop. Verb, to grow and change. Entertainment, entertainment. Noun, a performance or show. Exhibit, exhibit. Noun, something shown to the public, a display. Exotic, exotic. Adjective, unusual, from a foreign place. Found, found. Verb, to start or establish an institution. Grandeur, grandeur. Noun, greatness. Massive, massive. Adjective, very big. Permanently, permanently. Adverb, for always. Popular, popular. Adjective, liked by many people. Reduce, reduce. Verb, to make something smaller. Remnant, remnant. Noun, a small leftover piece. Renovation, renovation. Noun, repair or rebuilding. Spectator, spectator. Noun, a person who watches an event. Survive, survive. Verb, to continue, stay alive. Talent, talent. Noun, a special ability. Trainer, trainer. Noun, a person who teaches skills to people or animals. Venue, venue. Noun, place where an event is held. Acknowledge, acknowledge. Verb, to admit, accept as true. Authority, authority. Noun, person with power or special knowledge. Chunk, chunk. Noun, a large piece. Crucial, crucial. Adjective, very important. Deliberately, deliberately. Adverb, intentionally, on purpose. Depression, depression. Noun, constant sadness. Emotion, emotion. Noun, a strong feeling such as anger or love. Engage, engage. Verb, to participate in something. Industrious, industrious. Adjective, hardworking. Intellectual, intellectual. Adjective, related to thinking. Merely, merely. Adverb, only. Obesity, obesity. Noun, the condition of being very overweight. Obvious, obvious. Adjective, easy to see, clear. Overwhelming, overwhelming. Adjective, overpowering, very large. Passive, passive. Adjective, not active. Pastime, pastime. Noun, a free time activity. Physical, physical. Adjective, related to the body. Rejuvenate, rejuvenate. Verb, to refresh, restore. Reluctant, reluctant. Adjective, not wanting to do something, unwilling. Suffer, suffer. Verb, to experience something difficult or painful.
Topic: Transportation.
Cast, cast. Verb, to throw light on something. Disaster, disaster. Noun, a terrible event. Display, display. Verb, to show or exhibit. Drawback, drawback. Noun, a problem. Disadvantage. Efficient, efficient. Adjective, able to work without waste. Equip, equip. Verb, to provide with something. Freight, freight. Noun, cargo carried by a train, truck, or ship. Generate, generate. Verb, to make or produce. Illuminator, illuminator. Noun, an object that produces light. Innovation, innovation. Noun, a new idea or product. Intense, intense. Adjective, strong, able to stand rough treatment. Knot, knot. A hard bump in wood. Locomotive, locomotive. Noun, the engine of a train. Mode, mode. Noun, a method or type. Portable, portable. Adjective, easy to carry. Reflector, reflector. Noun, an object that sends light back or makes it stronger. Rugged, rugged. Adjective, strong, able to stand rough treatment. Stringent, stringent. Adjective, strict, firm. Tricky, tricky. Adjective, difficult. Vulnerable, vulnerable. Adjective, weak, without defense. Architecture, architecture. Noun, the style of a building. Centerpiece, centerpiece. Noun, the main or most important feature. Clog, clog. Verb, to fill so much as to make movement difficult. Decorate, decorate. Verb, To make an object or place beautiful. Destruction, destruction. Noun. The act of ruining something. Disruptive, disruptive. Adjective. Stopping the usual course of activity. Expand, expand. Verb. To make bigger. Headquarters, headquarters. Noun. Central office for a military commander. Intrinsic, intrinsic. Adjective. Basic. Operation, operation. Noun. The working of something, being used. Pedestrian, pedestrian. Noun. A person traveling on foot. Release, release. Verb. To let something out. Rival, rival. Verb. To compete with. Shield, shield. Noun. Something that serves as protection. Showcase, showcase. Noun. A setting in which to present something. Spring up, spring up. Verb. To appear. Surface, surface. Noun. The outer part or top of something. Underground, underground. Adverb. Below the ground. Utilize, utilize. Verb. To use. Vent, vent. Noun. An opening to let air, steam, or smoke out. Accelerate, accelerate. Verb. To gain speed. Appeal, appeal. Verb. To be of interest. Charge, charge. Verb. To give power to a battery. Classify, classify. Verb. To divide into groups by type. Commuter, commuter. Noun. A person who travels regularly between home and work. Consume, consume. Verb. To use. Embrace, embrace. Verb. To accept something enthusiastically. Flare, flare. Noun. Elegant style. Fume, fume. Noun. Harmful gas or smoke in the air. Hamper, hamper. Verb. To make things difficult, get in the way. Incentive, incentive. Noun. Reason to do something, reward. Markedly, markedly. Adverb. Noticeably. Monetary, monetary. Adjective. Related to money. Plodding, plodding. Adjective. Slow. Rural, rural. Adjective. Related to the countryside. Span, span. Verb. To cross. Sprawl, sprawl. Noun. An area of spreading growth. Standard, standard. Noun. The normal or common thing. Suburban, suburban. Adjective. Related to the area just outside a city. urban, urban. Adjective, related to the city.
Topic: culture.
Adopt, adopt. Verb, to accept or start to use something new. Agricultural, agricultural. Adjective, related to farming. Attribute, attribute. Verb, to give credit for or see as the origin of something. Carve, carve. Verb, to cut and shape hard material. Civilization, civilization. Noun, human society, its organization, and culture. Creator, creator. Noun, the first maker of something. Deed, deed. Noun, an act, especially a good or bad one. Encompass, encompass. Verb, to include. Excavation, excavation. Noun, an area of digging, especially to find objects from past cultures. Function, function. Verb, to perform well. Inscribe, inscribe. Verb, to mark a surface with words or letters. Literacy, literacy. Noun, the ability to read and write. Mythology, mythology. Noun, set of traditional stories used to explain the origins of things. Property, property. Noun, something that is owned. Scholar, scholar. Noun, person who has a lot of knowledge about a particular subject. Settle, settle. Verb, to establish a permanent place to live. Specialized, specialized. Adjective, related to a particular area or type of work. Structure, structure. Noun, something that is built, such as a building or bridge. Tablet, tablet. Noun, a thin, flat piece of material to write on. Token, token. Noun, an object used to represent something else. Accompany, accompany. Verb, to go with, happen at the same time. Altar, altar. Noun, a table or similar structure for religious ceremonies. Benefit, benefit. Noun, the use, advantage of. Celebration, celebration. Noun, a social event to mark a special day or occasion. Discourage, discourage. Verb, to try to stop or prevent something. Elaborate, elaborate. Adjective, having a lot of detail and decoration. Energetic, energetic. Adjective, having a lot of energy. Evidence, evidence. Noun, signs, proof something is or is not true. Evoke, evoke. Verb, to bring to mind. Floral, floral. Adjective, related to flowers. Garland, garland. Noun. A decorative rope of flowers or leaves. Graceful. Graceful. Adjective. Having beauty of movement. Image. Image. Noun. A mental picture. Influence. Influence. Noun. An effect, power. Reign. Reign. Noun. The period of time that a king or queen is in power. Revive. Revive. Verb. To bring back to life. Ritual. Ritual. Noun. A set of actions used as part of a ceremony. Stereotype. Stereotype. Noun. A fixed idea people have, especially one that is wrong. Sway. Sway. Verb. To move back and forth. Tradition. Tradition. Noun. A custom or belief of a group of people. Abstract. Abstract. Adjective. Not concrete, related to ideas or feelings. Atmosphere. Atmosphere. Noun. The feeling of a place. Conflict. Conflict. Noun. Difficulty, opposition. Considerably. Considerably. Adverb. A great deal, noticeably. Culminate. Culminate. Verb. To result in. End with. Effectively. Effectively. Adverb. Well, successfully. Emerge. Emerge. Verb. To appear, develop. Exaggerated. Exaggerated. Adjective. Made to seem more or bigger. Frailty. Frailty. Noun. Weakness and lack of strength. Gesture. Gesture. Noun. A movement to express a feeling or idea. Humorous. Humorous. Adjective. Funny. Entertaining. Illusion. Illusion. Noun. Appearance of being real. False impression. Literal. Literal. Adjective. Following the exact meaning. Merge. Merge. Verb. To combine. Portray. Portray. Verb. To represent, act out. Prominent. Prominent. Adjective. Important, major. Prop. Prop. Noun. An object used by actors. Reminiscent. Reminiscent. Adjective. Similar to, reminding of something. Renowned. Renowned. Adjective. Famous. Sharpen. Sharpen. Verb. To improve, perfect.
Topic: Health.
Abroad. Abroad. Adverb. In a foreign country. Administer. Administer. Verb. To give medicine or medical treatment. Bulk, bulk. Noun, the largest part. Complex, complex. Adjective, not simple. Cripple, cripple. Verb, to cause serious damage, weaken. Decade, decade. Noun, period of 10 years. Decline, decline. Verb, to gradually go lower, become smaller. Epidemic, epidemic. Noun, a rapid spread of a disease. Estimate, estimate. Verb, to guess based on information. Lure, lure. Verb, to attract. Primary, primary. Adjective, main, most important. Qualified, qualified. Adjective, skilled, able to do a job. Rampant, rampant. Adjective, spreading out of control. Retain, retain. Verb, to keep. Rudimentary, rudimentary. Adjective, basic, not well developed. Shortage, shortage. Noun, a lack of something. Standpoint, standpoint. Noun, point of view. Stem, stem. Verb, to come from, originate. Supply, supply. Noun, the total amount available. Vacancy, vacancy. Noun, a position or job that needs to be filled. Aerobic, aerobic. Adjective, relating to energetic exercise. Capacity, capacity. Noun, total amounts available. Cognition, cognition. Noun, the use of mental processes. Concentration, concentration. Noun, a large amount of something in the same place. Counteract, counteract. Verb, to work against. Dementia, dementia. Noun, the loss of intellectual functioning of the brain. Deterioration, deterioration. Noun, the situation of becoming worse. Diagnose, diagnose. Verb, to identify an illness. Disorder, disorder. Noun, a disease or illness. Gravity, gravity. Noun, seriousness. Impaired, impaired. Adjective, damaged or weakened. Indicate, indicate. Verb, to show. Link, link. Noun, connection. Mood, mood. Noun, a feeling, a state of mind. Previously, previously. Adverb, before. Regulate, regulate. Verb, to control. Rodent, rodent. Noun, the group of small animals that includes mice and rats. Spatial, spatial. Adjective, of or relating to space. Stave off, stave off. Verb, to prevent. Stimulate, stimulate. Verb, to cause a response. Absorb, absorb. Verb, to take in. Alleviate, alleviate. Verb, to lessen, ease. Ascertain, ascertain. Verb, to determine, find out. Chronic, chronic. Adjective, long-lasting. Combat, combat. Verb, to fight against. Culture, culture. Noun, the growing of organic materials in a laboratory setting. Deem, deem. Verb, to believe, judge. Desirable, desirable. Adjective, wanted, worth having. Enhance, enhance. Verb, to improve. Fraction, fraction. Noun, a small part. Interval, interval. Noun, the period between two times or events. Investigation, investigation. Noun, a study. Manufacture, manufacture. Verb, to produce. Monitor, monitor. Verb, to watch, observe. Outcome, outcome. Noun, result. Recur, recur. Verb, to happen or occur again. Substance, substance. Noun, material. Target, target. Verb, to focus on. Theoretical, theoretical. Adjective, abstract, based on theory. Toxic, toxic. Adjective, poisonous.
Topic: tourism.
Accessible, accessible. Adjective, easy to reach or get. Adventurous, adventurous. Adjective, willing to try new or risky things. Archaeologist, archaeologist. Noun, a person who studies ancient cultures. Ceremonial, ceremonial. Adjective, related to formal or traditional practices. Construct, construct. Verb, to build. Draw, draw. Verb, to attract, pull. Imagination, imagination. Noun, the ability to think creatively and form pictures. Institute, institute. Verb, to start, put in place. Luxury, luxury. Noun, something expensive and desirable but not necessary. Marvel, marvel. Noun, a wonderful thing. Mystery, mystery. Noun, something strange, unknown, or difficult to understand. Native, native. Adjective, original to a place. Network, network. Noun, a system of parts that work together. Pertain, pertain. Verb, to be related to something. Precisely, precisely. Adverb, exactly. Preserve, preserve. Verb, to protect, save. Restriction, restriction. Noun, an official limit on something. Site, site. Noun, a place. Spectacular, spectacular. Adjective, wonderful to see. Upside, upside. Noun, advantage, good part. Accommodations, accommodations. Noun, a place to stay, such as a hotel. Avoid, avoid. Verb, to stay away from. Prevent something from happening. Barrier, barrier. Noun, something that blocks or separates. Category, category. Noun, a group of things that share something in common. Concept, concept. Noun, an idea. Culprit, culprit. Noun, the guilty person, the cause of a problem. Delicate, delicate. Adjective, easily broken or hurt. Destination, destination. Noun, the place someone is going to. Dump, dump. Verb, to get rid of garbage or trash. Injure, injure. Verb, to hurt. Pleasure, pleasure. Noun, enjoyment, happiness. Practice, practice. Noun, a custom or method. Verb, to do something regularly. Principle, principle. Noun, a basic rule or main idea behind a system. Publicity, publicity. Noun, activity that makes something known to the public. Recycling, recycling. Noun, treating trash so it can be reused. Remote, remote. Adjective, far away. Strive, strive. Verb, to work very hard to do something. Volunteer, volunteer. Verb, to work for no pay. To freely offer to do something. Wary, wary. Adjective, not fully trusting. Careful. Wilderness, wilderness. Noun, natural land away from towns and cities. Acquire, acquire. Verb, to learn something or get something. Breeze, breeze. Noun, a light wind. Broad, broad. Adjective, wide or large. Budget, budget. Noun, a plan for spending money. Colorful, colorful. Adjective, interesting and unusual. Content, content. Noun, subject matter, what is inside. Costly, costly. Adjective, expensive, Cuisine, cuisine. Noun, style of cooking. Economical, economical. Adjective, inexpensive, saving money. Endeavor, endeavor. Noun, an activity with a specific purpose. Effort. Enroll, enroll. Verb, to sign up for a class. Hone, hone. Verb, to sharpen, improve. Ingredient, ingredient. Noun, an item in a recipe. Ongoing, ongoing. Adjective, continuing. Residential, residential. Adjective, related to housing with living accommodations. Resort, resort. Noun, a vacation place. Sponsor, sponsor. Verb, to organize and be responsible for. Support. Supervision, supervision. Noun, direction, assistance, managing others. Survey, survey. Noun, a study of opinions in a sample of the population. Verb, to examine or collect opinions. Taste, taste. Noun, preference, liking.
Topic, business.
Afloat, afloat. Adjective, having enough money to pay what you owe. Characteristic, characteristic. Noun, a feature, quality. Compete, compete. Verb, to do as well or better than others. Edge, edge. Noun, an advantage. Financial, financial. Adjective, related to money. Inevitably, inevitably. Adverb, certainly, sure to be expected. Initial, initial. Adjective, first, beginning. Motivation, motivation. Noun, reason for doing something. Niche, niche. Noun, a position or place that is very suitable. Particular, particular. Adjective, specific. Personalized, personalized. Adjective, made or done especially for a certain person. Potential, potential. Adjective, possible. Product, product. Noun, something that is made. Profit, profit. Noun, money earned after paying costs. Project, project. Verb, to estimate, calculate a future amount. Reputation, reputation. Noun, the general opinion about someone or something. Sound, sound. Adjective, healthy, without financial risk. Tip, tip. Noun, a piece of advice. Unique, unique. Adjective, special, different from all others. Vital, vital. Adjective, very important, necessary for success. Bond, bond. Noun, connection, a link between people or things. brand, brand. Noun, company name for a product. Burgeoning, burgeoning. Adjective, growing, developing quickly. Conglomerate, conglomerate. Noun, large company that owns smaller companies. Consistently, consistently. Adverb, regularly, always. Convince, convince. Verb, to get somebody to do or believe something. Endorsement, endorsement. Noun, public support for something. Fleeting, fleeting. Adjective, brief, ending quickly. Ignore, ignore. Verb, to not pay attention to. Loyalty, loyalty. Noun, faithfulness, belief in something. Outperform, outperform. Verb, to perform better than. Passion, passion. Noun, a very strong feeling or interest in. Phenomenon, phenomenon. Noun, something unusual that happens. A fact. Prevail, prevail. Verb, to be common among certain groups. Promote, promote. Verb, to advertise. Reverse, reverse. Verb, to turn around or change to its opposite. Selective, selective. Adjective, intentionally choosing some things and not others. Staple, staple. Noun, a basic household item. Status, status. Noun, social position. Thirst, thirst. Noun, a strong enthusiasm or desire for something. Boon, boon. Noun, a benefit, advantage. Branch, branch. Local office of a larger company. Catch up, catch up. Verb, to reach someone or something that is ahead. Coincide, coincide. Verb, to happen at the same time. Confront, confront. Verb, to face a difficulty. Controversy, controversy. Noun, a lot of disagreement affecting many people. Decisive, decisive. Adjective, important, affecting a decision. Enticing, enticing. Adjective, attractive. Epicenter, epicenter. Noun, central or most important place. Firm, firm. Noun, a company, business organization. Looming, looming. Adjective, nearing, usually said of a threat or difficulty. Opponent, opponent. Someone who disagrees and speaks out. Point, point. Verb, to call attention to. Preponderance, preponderance. Noun, the largest amount. Proponent, proponent. Noun, supporter. Remainder, remainder. Noun, the rest, what is left. Routinely, routinely. Adverb, on a regular basis. Shift, shift. Noun, period of work time. Turnover, turnover. Noun, the rate at which employees leave and are replaced. Wealthy, wealthy. Adjective, rich.
Topic: Society.
Acquaintance, acquaintance. Noun, a friend you do not know well. Adolescent, adolescent. Noun, a person between the ages of 13 and 19. Apparently, apparently. Adverb, seemingly. Carry out, carry out. Verb, to do, perform. Community, community. Noun, a social group. Consequence, consequence. Noun, result. Contact, contact. Noun, communication, connection. Eradicate, eradicate. Verb, to remove completely. Exchange, exchange. Verb, to trade something. Explode, explode. Verb, to grow suddenly and rapidly. Immense, immense. Adjective, very big, huge. Impose, impose. Verb, to force. Interact, interact. Verb, to communicate with. Post, post. Verb, to display information in a public place. Pursue, pursue. Verb, to hunt for, seek. Statistics, statistics. Noun, information in the form of numbers, data. Susceptible, susceptible. Adjective, easily affected. Trend, trend. Noun, movement in a certain direction. Popular fashion. Undergo, undergo. Verb, to experience, suffer. Unfold, unfold. Verb, to develop, open up. Absence, absence. Noun, not being present, time away. Academic, academic. Adjective, related to school, especially university. Approximately, approximately. Adverb, close, but not exactly. Bear, bear. Verb, to carry, have responsibility for. Commensurate, commensurate. Adjective, similar in size or amount. Devote, devote. Verb, to give, commit. Dire, dire. Adjective, very serious or extreme, very bad. Discrepancy, discrepancy. Noun, difference between two things that should be the same. Equality, equality. Noun, being the same, having the same rights and opportunities. Frustration, frustration. Noun, lack of satisfaction, inability to reach goals. Funding, funding. Noun, financial support. Guidance, guidance. Noun, advice, assistance. Inordinate, inordinate. Adjective, more than is reasonable. Invaluable, invaluable. Adjective, very valuable, extremely useful. Mentor, mentor. Noun, a person who gives help and advice. Persist, persist. Verb, to continue. Pressure, pressure. Noun, demands, responsibilities. Progress, progress. Verb, to move forward. Struggle, struggle. Verb, to fight. Validate, validate. Verb, to confirm. Make a person feel valued. Abound, abound. Verb, to exist in large numbers. Account for, account for. Verb, to be responsible for, be the cause of. Capable, capable. Adjective, able to do something. Compact, compact. Adjective, small. Corridor, corridor. Noun, hallway. Curb, curb. Noun, the raised edge of the street. Disability, disability. Noun, a condition that makes it difficult to do things other people do. Exterior, exterior. Noun, the outside of something. Incapacitated, incapacitated. Adjective, unable to do things normally. Interior, interior. Noun, the inside of something. Necessitate, necessitate. Verb, to make necessary. Poverty, poverty. Noun, the condition of being poor. Ramp, ramp. Noun, a surface at an angle with the top higher than the bottom. Recreation, recreation. Noun, leisure activities. Slippery, slippery. Adjective, causing things to slide or slip, difficult to hold or stand on. Slope, slope. Noun, a surface at an angle with the top higher than the bottom. Switch, switch. Noun, a button used to turn on lights or machines. Terrain, terrain. Noun, the surface of land. Unwieldy, unwieldy. Adjective, difficult to manage. Update, update. Verb, to modernize, improve.
Topic: Education.
Approach, approach. Noun, a way of dealing with something. Auditory, auditory. Adjective, related to hearing. Blend, blend. Noun, a mixture, combination. circumstance, circumstance. Noun, a situation. Confidence, confidence. Noun, belief in one's abilities. Conventional, conventional. Adjective, normal, traditional. Diagram, diagram. Noun, a simple drawing to explain how something works. Dominant, dominant. Adjective, more important, stronger. Encouragement, encouragement. Noun, praise, support to keep going. Expose, expose. Verb, to give an opportunity to experience or learn new things. Facial, facial. Adjective, related to the face. Fidget, fidget. Verb, to move constantly in a nervous manner. Hinder, hinder. Verb, to prevent, get in the way. Incorporate, incorporate. Verb, to add in, bring together. Kinesthetic, kinesthetic. Adjective, related to body motion. Manipulate, manipulate. Verb, to move things around with the hands. Obstruction, obstruction. Noun, something that blocks or stands in the way. Recite, recite. Verb, to say or repeat out loud. Solitary, solitary. Adjective, done alone, independent. Verbal, verbal. Adjective, related to words. Address, address. Verb, to deal with a problem or issue. Adequately, adequately. Adverb, well enough. Alternative, alternative. Noun, a choice. Compulsory, compulsory. Adjective, required. Concerned, concerned. Adjective, worried. Dissatisfied, dissatisfied. Adjective, not pleased. Exceptional, exceptional. Adjective, special, above average. Instruction, instruction. Noun, teaching. Ladder, ladder. Adjective, near the end. Majority, majority. Noun, the larger part, most. Mandate, mandate. Verb, to order officially, require. Novel, novel. Adjective, new and unusual. Obligatory, obligatory. Adjective, required. Periodic, periodic. Adjective, repeated regularly. Philosophy, philosophy. Noun, a set of beliefs and values. Prior, prior. Adjective, before, previous. Relatively, relatively. Adverb, in comparison to something else. Tutor, tutor. Noun, a private teacher. Vast, vast. Adjective, very big. Widespread, widespread. Adjective, common. Assess, assess. Verb, to measure. Constructive, constructive. Adjective, positive, beneficial. Curriculum, curriculum. Noun, the set of subjects taught at a school. Dedicate, dedicate. Verb, to give, devote. Discipline, discipline. Noun, maintaining correct behavior. enriched, enriched. Adjective, improved, describing something of higher quality. Extraordinary, extraordinary. Adjective, special, exceptional. Gifted, gifted. Adjective, having special talents or abilities. Inquisitiveness, inquisitiveness. Noun, desire for knowledge. Interpretation, interpretation. Noun, understanding. Moderately, moderately. Adverb, slightly. Peer, peer. Noun, a person at an equal level with another. Profoundly, profoundly. Adverb, greatly, extremely. Recognize, recognize. Verb, to identify. Remedial, remedial. Adjective, describing education programs to address some area of difficulty. Simultaneous, simultaneous. Adjective, happening at the same time. Sophisticated, sophisticated. Adjective, advanced, complex. Transfer, transfer. Verb, to move from one place to another. Turn into, turn into. Verb, to become. Withdrawal, withdrawal. Noun, not wanting to participate.
Topic: Technology or inventions.
Back, back. Verb, to support, especially financially. Clamp, clamp. Verb, to hold tightly. Critical, critical. Adjective, very important. Current, current. Noun, a flow of electricity, water, or air. Derive, derive. Verb, to get something from something else. Originate. Device, device. Noun, a machine or tool. Entrepreneur, entrepreneur. Noun, somebody who starts a business. File, file. Verb, to record something officially. Infringement, infringement. Noun, an action that breaks a rule or law. Inspiration, inspiration. Noun, a sudden good idea, a role model for creativity. Invalid, invalid. Adjective, not legal or correct. Inventor, inventor. Noun, a person who creates new things. Investor, investor. Noun, a person who puts money into a business. Patent, patent. Noun, a right to an invention granted by the government. Ransack, ransack. Verb, to search thoroughly, often violently or carelessly. Refinement, refinement. Noun, improvement. Ruling, ruling. Noun, a legal decision. Specifically, specifically. Adverb, exactly, for a particular reason. suitable, suitable. Adjective, appropriate, acceptable for something. Unveil, unveil. Verb, to make public, uncover. Aviation, aviation. Noun, the development, design, and use of aircraft. Blade, blade. Noun, a thin, flat part of a machine. Coarse, coarse. Adjective, rough, not smooth. Confer, confer. Verb, to discuss, consult with somebody. Cruise, cruise. Verb, to travel at a steady speed. Curiosity, curiosity. Noun, interest, need to know. Design, design. Noun, a plan for making something. Enthusiast, enthusiast. Noun, a person who is very interested in something. Handle, handle. Verb, to manage, work well with. Inflexibility, inflexibility. Noun, inability to change. Isolation, isolation. Noun, the condition of being alone or separated from others. Pitch, pitch. Noun, the angle or slope of something. Prolonged, prolonged. Adjective, continuing for a long time, often in a negative sense. Propeller, propeller. Noun, a device that causes an airplane or boat to move. Reliably, reliably. Adverb, dependably. Revolutionize, revolutionize. Verb, to change completely. Rotation, rotation. Noun, turning motion. Sustained, sustained. Adjective, having the ability to continue for a long time. Turbulence, turbulence. Noun, strong, sudden movements in air. Variable, variable. Adjective, able to change. Table, cable. Noun, wire used for sending electric signals. Catastrophic, catastrophic. Adjective, extremely bad. Compensate, compensate. Verb, to make up for, balance out. Disparate, disparate. Adjective, different. Flaw, flaw. Noun, a mistake or weakness, especially in design. Indispensable, indispensable. Adjective, completely necessary. Inexplicably, inexplicably. Adverb, without explanation. Inquiry, inquiry. Noun, an official investigation. Insulation, insulation. Noun, material used to prevent passage of electricity, heat, or sound. Perseverance, perseverance. Noun, continuation with a task despite difficulties. Rally, rally. Verb, to gather support. Requisite, requisite. Noun, a need, requirement. Set out, set out. Verb, to start an activity. Snap, snap. Verb, to break suddenly. Tow, tow. Verb, to pull behind. Transmit, transmit. Verb, to send. Triumph, triumph. Verb, to succeed, win. Utterly, utterly. Adverb, totally. Vilified, vilified. Adjective, having one's reputation ruined, being spoken about in a bad way. Voltage, voltage. Noun, measure of electric power.